Oh, yes. Check 1, 2. Check, check, check. Not optimal. Put it there. Put it there. Try that. Well, isn't that something? I don't know. Seems nice. Do, do, do. Here I am, doing my thing. Good evening. I'm Sassafras, and I'm here to share a little bit of something with whoever it is that would like to find it. Musician. Huh. Zed said something. My bot is back and running, but it's not fully working. Hi, Zed. You are free to type in exclamation 2 and the letter B as one word as an experiment to see if it works. because it should work, but it should work for you to type it in. Yay! So there it is. So what would you want? What do you want to do, Zed? It's just you and me. We're hanging out. I don't have to prove anything here. Other than to talk about the album. I wrote 6 songs. Well, I actually wrote a whole bunch. I wrote like 30 or 40, 35 songs. 33 maybe. I wrote a whole bunch of songs. And I whittled it down to about 12. And I only got to record 6 of them. The other 6 I kind of started and worked on, but I didn't get them done. And in the end, I'm pretty darn happy with the ones that I got done. that was more than enough. I figure that was an achievement. That was a victory all by itself. So I'm not going to complain about that. But yeah, so here we are, hanging out, doing our thing. One thing I have definitely noticed, that taking a mental health exit for a number of years leaves you in a precarious position of having might as well have just left the planet, ironically. There's a lot of wilderness away from the crowd, and that's all there is. There's just wilderness. It's not like a safe haven or a fancy little roost where all of your problems kind of come into focus and you've solved them. Nothing like that. You just wander off into the wilderness, and it eats you. So I don't advocate for it. I'm not a fan. Do you want me to play anything? You get to request whatever you want, Zed, because you're just like here. And I appreciate that. That's pretty sweet. Well, you know what? That's sweet. That's so sweet. Happy. I have found that happiness is not a state. It's transitory. It's kind of like an adrenaline rush of when things are okay. Man the Tower, how you doing? Thank you for saying hi. So, Man the Tower, Zed, we have my friend in YouTube is watching, because you always like to hear rain. Everybody likes to hear rain. Kind of my best song, really. So, Tower, album coming out. I don't know if... Here, Zad, do you want to send that again? And Tower, No, it won't actually link. No, the bot doesn't speak to there. I have to paste it into your chat. So I will paste this into the chat. Copy. Paste. So that's for you to know, Tower. Can you play any of the album stuff yet? Isn't it exciting? Yeah, I know. It's pretty cool. Can I play anything off it? Well, the only song that I have ever played that is on it is a love song. I have played that many times. I wrote it on stream for all intents and purposes. You deserve a love song. So that's the first song on the album. The record is a It's a love letter. It's very effectively visualized. So this is the beginning of what I'm hoping to do. Just kind of 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, the album comes out on the 12th. I'm pretty excited about that. And I gotta promote it somehow. And I don't know how. I have that link page that I paid $12 for, for a year. It was on sale. It was normally $24, $2 a month. Better than buying a newspaper subscription. But it's well visualized. Okay, so I have lots of happy stories. I don't want to tell any of these stories unless you want to hear the stories or the specifics of the stories. But in the meantime, if you were to visualize a pilot taking off in their spaceship, heading to the moon, and then traveling beyond, the 6 songs kind of cover that journey in an abstract way. They could be considered parts of the trip, and that's one way to look at it. The titles of the songs all play into the title of the album, so every one of them completes the sentence. To be a love song, to be floating, to be screaming, to be forgotten, to be restless, to be lost. There's sentences and story everywhere. Everything is on purpose. None of it is. The only thing that's really left to chance is me singing and playing it, because it's hard. I don't know. As a not professional musician, until this album comes out, and then all of a sudden I'll be professional if I get paid, if anybody listens to it. But it's only out on iTunes. No. Yes. So the landing page that is in that link, the sassafras.herenow.com, on the 12th, it will have all the links to everywhere it's available. Spotify, iTunes, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, Deezer, Napster, Fluffy Puff, I don't know, KK Box in Taiwan. Yay, Taiwan! The country of Taiwan. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. It's like 150 streaming platforms the distributor launches it onto, and they're already there, which is exciting. I'm so excited. So I'm pretty happy. It's a happy thing, and you're the 2 viewers, you're the 2 people here that I can tell. But, yeah, I don't want to really give away the song, so I don't know how to do this. This is kind of the problem. I listen to the record in order, usually, although I have my favorites, and now I've listened to it so many times that I have a mood, and I'm like, oh, I'll play that one. But it's kind of intended to be played front to back, because they all flow together. It's a concept album. I'm sorry, and I know the world doesn't like that isn't into those things anymore. The world just likes a one-off pop tune and moves on to the next thing. But it's what it is. I kind of want to play something though. What should I play? Does the guitar sound okay today? Can you hear me? Is that too loud? La 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 la. Well, I should start with something. What should I start? I'll start with Brand New World. I haven't played that in a long time. Hopefully I can do it. I like it. It's a good song, so I'll play that. That's an old song. Woo! You like that? Okay, yay. I don't know how much I want to wear the headphones the whole time. I don't really need to wear the headphones. I think it sounds kind of okay, for as best I can tell. The guitar sounds in the headphones pretty warm. The levels were good and everything, I hope. Sounds good on your end? Yay! So, what do we got to talk about? Well, the 28th. I'm just going to repeat myself a lot in case you guys, well, I mean, it's just the two or three of us, so there's not really a lot to repeat. How have you been, Tower? That's one of the hard things, of course, is and Zed, how are you guys? Maybe you don't really want to be talked to, you just want to listen to the radio. But this is interactive radio. That's the whole fun part of it, right? Oh, yes, I know all about those machines. I consider them scuba gear. I used to make fun. Don't forget to put on your scuba gear. But definitely a lifesaver. There was many a time where the breathing seemed to have stopped and I'm bumping the snoring, because the snoring was really, really bad. And I'm bumping them to make them wake up or stop, to start breathing and stop snoring so much. Because the snoring was like, it sounded like they stopped breathing. So once the CPAP arrived, breathing was normal. Rest, the amount of, you feel more rested because you actually slept and you didn't suffocate while you're sleeping. So I understand. They look funny though, that's for sure. Spreadsheets, oh my word. Something joyful about a spreadsheet, I'm sure. I do like, okay. Well, breathing. Need to breathe. I used to have an old song. I'm not gonna play it. I'm gonna play the track. I'm just gonna entertain because I own the copyright to all my music, right? So, oh damn it, where do I have it? I've got it on my SoundCloud. So my bot is working. It's online here, and the voice activation thing is just put that on the screen. So on my sound account, there is a song called Need to Breathe. The bot is kind of half brought back to life. It's connected to Twitch, and so things are kind of working, but it doesn't know about the viewers watching the channel because I don't have the right permission. Like I have to have the bot ask permission from Twitch to be able to make function calls and ask certain questions, like who's following the channel, blah blah blah, what games are there, like there's all these little things you can ask, but you need to have a token, and I don't have the token, so it's connected, just not very intelligently. So what I was going to do, the lights, no, I have them turned off. And the reason I have them turned off is because it's acting a little stupid. I like to have the lights set up in a certain way, and the bot will continuously refresh them to be the way it wants them. And it doesn't totally obey the lights command. It's acting weird, and I actually did start fixing it, but I need to do more work on it. But I've had to do work for real work. I still am programming, still a game programmer, and so I have to do my job. Yeah, OAuth 2. I understand how to do it. I've done it with, I implemented it so many times with so many different services in the bot. that I get it, but the Twitch, I mean, the bot is now what? I started in 2016, so it's 6 years old, almost seven, gonna be 7 years old next year. Um, and I only just stood it all back up 2 weeks ago. So the fact that it all still works is amazing. There was a lot of bugs. I had been doing a bunch of code edits in the thing, and I broke everything, and then I had to fix it all. So there's like challenges, but it's back. It's back together. Oh my word, yes. More art? Really? Really? You liked that? I didn't know. I think when in 2016, I guess it was right when the bot, been starting working on the bot, and there was a 1 month after a contract ended and before I got another one, in that, and then I had my motorcycle crash. But in that month, I was really excited about programming it, and then I realized, and I was streaming it like every day, and I had 4 people would hang out with me, and I realized that it's not that interesting. What it can do is outrageous. I still think that it's probably the most advanced automation software. It could be. I don't even think it could be if it was properly finished and productized and made all cleaned up a lot, but it needs work, and maybe it'll get it. I don't know. All depends on life, Life encourages it. But that's really cool. So you're getting into game dev as a animation, rigging, characters, environment, level design. What kind of thing are you working on, Tower? Oh, all of it. Well, you're going to study it all, but there's obviously something that you like more, you know. I don't know. I've been making games for a long time. I don't. You like texture surfacing in television or in animation? It's called surfacing. I learned that because I worked for this company, and that's what they was. I call it textures as well, materials, but surfacing is the more general term because, of course, like water doesn't have a texture; it's a surface, and so you have to do whatever you do to make the surface look like it does, and shininess and all of that stuff. It's kind of more all-encompassing texture mapping and so much work. Of course it's fun. You know it's fun. It's a lot of work though. Making games themselves isn't fun. I don't find it fun work. I find it challenging. It's hard. It's demanding. The wins are nice when you have a win, when you implement something. But playing games is fun. Yes, 100% right. Yeah. Well. So, I could try. I'm going to try something. Well, I don't know if I want to yet. It feels too early to get too spacey. Unless you're in the mood for that. I don't know. Oh, the forest. Isn't there's going to be a Forest 2 coming out next year. Did you hear about that? More bloody, using Unreal 5 engine, so it's extra gore and extra realistic. I don't think I can handle it. I was freaked out by dynamite blowing up trees and having them almost land on me or land on me. I don't even remember, but that was pretty scary. I jump scares when the light goes on. I don't think I can handle a scary game like that anymore. But you know how it is. You know what? Oh, the wilderness. Yeah. You know, the I don't recommend it. I feel like I learned so much, and it's learning that is kind of impossible to share without sounding whiny, maybe, or preachy. Um, I don't even know if heading off into the wilderness is. I don't even know. It just happens, right? You end up in the wilderness, and there you are, and always. Well, maybe. One thing that I have definitely learned is that whining might make you feel better, but it doesn't make anyone around you feel better. They might agree with you. They might commiserate and go, "Oh yeah, oh that ache, oh that the price of that, oh that policy." So people won't agree with you, but what it doesn't ever do, it doesn't lift them up. And I think if I have learned anything, and I don't know if I have, but if I have learned anything, that if you can offer anything positive that makes people feel a little better, then maybe just stick to that. And leave it at that. I think probably Ray Charles. I took my dad. This is story time. Do you want to hear a story? It involves Ray Charles and talking on stage, or talking during a performance. But definitely whining does make me feel better. Yeah, I have whined many times. I have definitely salted my tears all over the place, or made everything salty with my tears. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play Rain for you, Zed, because you're here. And I like to play it for everybody, but you're here. And Tower's here. And I like to give them candy. Hello, friends. Welcome. Here's some candy. I'm going to whine. That's not a bad idea. But I'm going to play Rain for you because you're here. And if other people come along later and they want to hear it too, then we can deal with that situation as it comes up. Okay? I just need to send a message with my phone. Yes. Allow. Ooh. There we go. I did good. Okay. Let's play Rain, right? back into myself now. Puts my heart and soul back into the place, and I hold my hands high to the rain. And I hold my hands high to the hold my hands up, and I hold my hands high to the hold my hands up, and I hold my hands high to the rain, high to the rain, to the rain, yeah, Little dancing pixels, yay! Yeah, it felt pretty good. It felt pretty good. So, yeah, the new album. I'm pretty excited about it. I want to play. I was wondering, like, should I give away the songs? Should I spoil? I mean, there's little clips. You can listen to the clips on the thing, and I don't know if they give away if they sound even good. I don't know. I don't know anything. I have been in an absolute information vacuum feels like for 3 years. I mean, there's Reddit and news and YouTube, and that's it. You know, like the amount of the knowing that I have is pretty weak. I would want you to, honestly, like if you were interested in listening to it, I would want you to listen to it in its whole thing. It's a journey, and I'm so proud of it. I don't even want to be proud of it, but I just can't help myself. It's an amazing thing to have put together. The miracle of it all was Reddit. Did I tell you this story? I don't know if I told this story yet, because I haven't really been telling any stories, so I probably don't know. But I had recorded 2 of the songs with my own drum track put in with just the robo drums, doop beep doop beep boop beep, and it was okay. And there was parts still missing. It needed more work. But I was kind of like, I had constructed these 2 songs, but I needed real drums. And there was more songs, and they definitely needed drums. And me programming drums is like pain. It's so painful. I'm not a drummer. So what I did was nothing. I didn't do anything. I went on Reddit one day, and I go on Reddit every day, but I hadn't been on all day long on this particular Saturday in the beginning of August this year. And on that Saturday at 5 or 5:30 in the afternoon, there was as soon as I open the app, it always goes to my home, it refreshes, and I get the first new posts at that moment, right? The way it works. It's a feed. And if you refresh even instantly, because I subscribe to enough subreddits, that it will immediately scroll off and I'll never see it, whatever is on the screen again. And the number 2, there was 2 posts visible on the screen. And the number 2 post was this amazing, wonderful person named Joshua. And they wrote in their message in Bedroom Bands, which is a subreddit that was created, I think, over the pandemic to allow musicians who couldn't play anymore and couldn't be in any bands because everybody was locked down in the whole world, was to create bands from their bedroom, kind of in the name. Anyways, so he wrote, drummer looking for projects, da 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 da, and here's my email address, like, get in touch. And so I'm like, I need a drummer. And just on the Friday before, the day before, I was all, if only I had a drummer, then all of a sudden everything would be done. Everything would be perfect. It would be great. I would have the songs would come flowing forward. And so I messaged him, and he messaged me right back. And we ping-ponged back and forth. And within a matter of days, I sent him I sent him the tracks to one of my songs, and he came back with just a phenomenal performance. And we kept it. It's the last song on the album. Like, so that was the first one we recorded all the way through, and it's so good. It's just like so. I tried practicing it earlier today to see if I could play it acoustically and sing it acoustically, but it's really quite a challenge. All of this, most of the time, what I write or what I do is much harder than what I'm capable of doing ad hoc. You know, if I just sit here and just try to play something, it's really hard. I don't know. I don't have a lot of that, whatever it is that makes you feel like you can do anything. But, yeah, really, it was, and so it's ended up being a wonderful relationship. In addition to him playing the drums on 5 of the 6 songs, because the first song, A Love Song, is just me and acoustic. So it's just a, whatever that is, acoustic song. The other 5 all are fully orchestrated. But he played on them, and then he mixed them, which is, you can play the kazoo. Oh, that's actually something. You probably are selling yourself short, Tower, if you don't think that playing the kazoo is a thing. Because you're actually singing when you play the kazoo. You're not just, you're actually, and it's making its happy little kazoo sound. I don't have a kazoo. I wish I had a kazoo. I think you're pretty lucky if you have one and you can play it, because I don't even have one. Now I want one. I'm enjoying your guys' company, by the way. Just going to say that, if I may. I appreciate you showing up a lot. I needed to have somebody to talk to about fluffy things, because, you know, when you sit in this room, so for 3 years now, I have been alone, at my desk every day, all day long, and I'm not exaggerating. I've just been sitting in front of my computer alone for years. Why does it keep putting your pizza pie in front of there? Isn't that funny? I don't know why it's doing that. I did hook it up. The bot's hooked up. Like, I think if you went exclamation boobies, try that. Try exclamation boobies and see if it, or maybe just booby. I think you don't have to do boobies. It should work. As a matter of fact, exclamation commands will generate the command list and link it to Pastebin, where all the commands are still are printed out. Whether any of them work or not, I don't know. Maybe it's just booby. No S. Everybody boobies. I think you have to put it, I got it, no S. Just booby. What's supposed to happen is you should see a booby on the screen. I don't see a booby. Stupid bot. Dargeth, hi. Boobs. Yeah, Yes, it's a blue-footed booby, of course. You think I'm going to be inappropriate? I'm a very appropriate person. Boob. Okay, enough. Forget that. I never mentioned it. One of my most beloved friends ever. You know, the people that I've met online, by and large, are the cream of the crop. I think we find each other, and it's a beautiful thing. But my friend Dar is on the channel. And I love you, Dar. And when I get embarrassed, I play. I play. That's why I hide behind it. But okay. Again, so since I'm talking all lovey-dovey, I will speak to the three of us that are here. Oh, there it is. So this is, I'm just going to play it. It pretty much sounds the same way on the record because I just recorded it with this microphone on this guitar and sang it a cappella, just straight up. So I'm going to play it pretty much the way it sounds on the record, except that I made sure that I sang it in key pretty much. But also a little, I don't know, I'll probably sound the same. But my voice is a little scratchy today for some reason. I know the reason, but here we are. Okay. You deserve a love song so divine, one to link your heart to mine. Let the notes ring true, let them speak to you, tell you what you mean to me. It should lift you up when the world tries to bring you down. Draw out the sun after the rain. It should keep you warm when outside feels so cold. Remind you of my embrace. I love you, love you, love you. I surely do. You are always on my mind. It is you I aim to please, so I get down on my knees. Please take my promise to be yours. It should lift you up when the world tries to bring you down. Draw out the sun after the rain. It should keep you warm when It is hard to sing some of these songs. I want to cry. Yeah. What do you do? What do you do when you live in a shoe? Save up your loot, buy a boot. Or continue to live in the shoe and save up all your money so that when you die, you have something to pass on to your kids and give them a chance in this ever more difficult to live in world. Yay! Well, it's nice to have you join me when you wake up. That's a happy thing too. So, I'm going to do my advertising thing. Of course, there's no sponsorship except by me. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, here, available on December 12th, To Be by Sassafras, a 6-song album. It's an actual official album because it's over 20 minutes. Isn't that cool? I'm not going to tell my story. That's a different story. And today is available for pre-release. I'm never dying, transferring my brains to a robot body. You know what? I read a story, a science fiction novel, about a guy who had that happen to him against his will, and then a billionaire, whatever, who also had it done. And they are like a million years into the future, standing on the sun surface. They're in indestructible robot bodies, and they're standing on the surface of some airless moon on some faraway galaxy. Having seen everything, most life is dead because life is extremely rare. And he's talking about he's perceiving the horror of a physical immortality where you're stuck living in this universe forever. And that stuck with me. It made me really kind of wonder about the miracle of life and the moment that we get. We get this little happy moment where we get to play and visit and talk and chat and sing and dance. We abuse ourselves with mindless work pursuits and mindless arguments over silly philosophies and ways of doing things. And then it's all gone. And it's all forgotten. We get all proud about what we've invented or what somebody else has invented or how important invention even is. And then 1,000 years passes and nobody even remembers what it was. Death gives a lot of meaning. So, but you know what? I would say that friendship gives more meaning to life than death. Because it's a connection to another life. Death is alarming because you go, oh no, it's going to happen to me. And it becomes this thing that you want to avoid, postpone, put off. You want to try to achieve something before it happens. And you can't achieve friends. You can't go out and buy a real friend. You can hire someone to be friendly, but you can't buy the friendship. So the words of a friend, friendship happens in this. If there was anything that I could truly describe as magical, it's the emergence of someone being a friend. Particularly if you perceive yourself, as I do, as very, very difficult to fundamentally close. I effortlessly, it seems, I inevitably piss people off. Spectacularly. And if you can still be friends with people, people can look past that. You know, like if you see yourself as that difficult to be a friend to people, and then you still get them, golly, what a treat. It's magical. Like Graylee, for example. Graylee. So, yeah, I'm delighted that you're all here. I appreciate you. I say that a lot, but I really mean it. Um, and it's a funny thing to say, and it's a funny thing to mean when you wander off into the wilderness for 3 years. So, you know what I was going to do? My drummer, Josh, my co-writer, my partner in crime in this whole endeavor, the album, he made a suggestion, and I didn't set up to do this, really. But what I will do is I'm going to play one of the songs in the album called Floating. And I'm just going to play it acoustic like this. It sounds way better on the album. I'm not going to lie. It's freaking, blah. It's such a pretty song. I don't even know where these things came from. But I want to entice you. So I'm going to stream tomorrow night as well, actually. Oh my God. I'm trying to be more visible and build hype for the thing. But I mean, if you're, since you guys are already all here, I don't have to stream tomorrow. So it's all 4 of us. So I'm going to try, just because I want to share it with you guys. Hope you like it. Thank you, Dar. Oh, other guitar. What is noteworthy is I wrote all the songs on this guitar. If you consider that noteworthy, I do. Personally, and I did it all in this. I wrote them all using this tuning, but they're not all in the same key. But I just love this tuning. Okay, I'm gonna wow you with this. Ready? Sound beautiful? So I had put it in this tuning to learn some other song written by somebody else, and I'm like, well, what could I do with that? Could I write anything? And so then I went on a bender, and I wrote, like I said earlier, I wrote about 30 songs, 30 ideas, okay? I can't really legitimately call them all songs. They're just ideas. Oh, Graylee, I love you. You got it! Oh my God! Oh, I'm so happy. Yay! I'm so sorry it took you so long for it to get to you. Oh my God. I hope it made it all right, and the honey didn't spill and the syrup didn't splash. I just wanted to give you something sweet because you're so sweet. Okay. I will try to play the second song on my album. It's called Floating. I could try to do a cover of it and play the thing all the way, but play it along with the recording and just do the vocal and the guitar, and because I have the original, I have all the bass tracks, so I could do something like that. And Joshua suggested, oh, you should do a cover and then do that. The thing is, I'm really bad at social media. Oh my God, I don't know what to do with it. It's like an alien baby. I don't know how to touch it, feel it, pick it up, milk it. I don't know what to do with it. So, I'll just guess, I guess. Okay, so the way this one goes, like this, I think. Too late, no turning back, floating away, momentum's got me in its grasp, sailing on an endless velvet sea. Once upon a time, I made a wish upon a twinkly star to spend my life beside the one I'd love. That one was you. A weightless point in outer space, all by myself, a path to contemplate. Too late, no turning back, floating away. Did you like that one? You love it? Yay. Yay. I'm so glad. There. That's my first live performance of it. The next song, and I'm not going to play it really because it's kind of impossible just to play. The next song on the album is called Screaming. And I will again, I'm going to take this moment and do my advertising spiel because Graylee's here now. And today is November 28th. And I have... Oh, that's when? Yes. So the album comes out on the 12th. Today is pre-release day, which means that on some systems, you can preload it on your to want list. On my link page for the album, the only Apple is presently visible, but it's going to be on Amazon and Spotify and everything else, YouTube, etc., and so forth. So, and then on there are links to my failed social media accounts. Do you want to be my publicist, Graylee? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're offering? Do I have to pay you? I might have lost my job today, so I don't think I can afford it. But we'll see. We'll see if the day passes. But anyways, and so the album is a love letter. You're the best. You're the best. All of the song titles form a sentence out of the album title. So, to be a love song, to be, which of course, the essence of it is, I wish I was the love song that would satisfy someone, but I'm not. And so the next best thing I can do is write a song and hope that it could be the song, but it isn't. So there's a lot of pain in this album. There's a lot of bare, raw nerves all over the place. But nonetheless, you just got to write what you got to write. Floating, to be floating away. The third song is Screaming. And I like to think that what I achieved in this song was something particularly really great. I don't know how great it is, but I managed to have in the song, and it's not available on the clip, but a nice 20-second long scream. And it gives me tingles. It's just this what the hell? But I can't sing it ad hoc. It took me 2 months of tries to get it. And even then I had to do a little bit of audio magic to make it finish. But there's no auto tuning, by the way, on my record. There's no auto. It's old school because, it's the way it is. But I loved the chords they came up with for it. I'll play some of it. Anyways, it goes on for much longer than that, but that's the main musical thing. Auto-tune. Well, yeah, it's kind of a horrible cheat, because music, art, here's a question. I guess I could put it back to you. I don't want to put it to you, but it's more of a question philosophically. Is computer-generated, AI-generated art? Now, it is mathematically, insofar as a human created the machine and a human created the program and a human trained the AI and a human supplied, made inputs and data so that the AI could learn something and could take images and then using its algorithms could splurge images out into something and produce art. And I know this, and I bring this up because it's all the rage nowadays about how how AI art being submitted to art contests is winning prizes, and people are a little bit upset about what does it even mean to be human if we can have a computer poop out the things that we find attractive. What good is it being even alive if the essence of living, which is to create, is taken away from us? And so, auto-tune. If I have my voice and it's all crackly and it's the way it sounds, and I go, You deserve a love song. And the word song was a little, if you sampled out all of the little moments and put it in a little pitch reader, would it all read perfect? Like, you deserve a love song. Would I be in perfect key? No, because a human can't sing in perfect key. And so autotune takes all of those little music notes and puts them in perfect spots so that it's perfectly in key. But it's got all the spittle sounds but they're in perfect key too. And then out comes the pop song. Have we really created something meaningful for us to enjoy? Or have we created oral pablum for ourselves? And is that wrong? Is it, nothing, we feed babies pablum. Maybe that's all we can handle. Maybe auto-tuned, perfectly formulated music is because we're so fussy. We're such fussy babies. We don't like it when the singer sings out of key or when the guitarist hits a bad note. We get offended by it. Wow, they're not very good. But nobody is that good. And if they are that good, there is always a loss of humanity, a little bit of loss of soul. But that's, of course, subjective. I find that very, very technically precise music is lacking in soul. However, I'm going to throw this one out. Sometimes, and it all depends, I guess, or maybe it doesn't. Do you remember Light and Magic, another wonderful, amazing person that I'd met on Twitch? He was a streamer. And we're about the same age, actually. And we became good friends and kind of chit-chatted all the time. He knew that I needed to go into the wilderness, and he was like, well, good luck. And I think he's gone off into his own wilderness. But I wrote him a song by chance, as a fluke, as just a fun thing to do. It wasn't premeditated, and it happened to fall on his birthday, and it was beautiful, and he loved it. And then a little while later, I was a little disturbed about my own performance about it, and I wanted to play it better because I hadn't sang in key. And I wanted to be in key because the date, another person. Welcome, Matthew. May 8th or 3rd or 2nd, but maybe 8th. I think 8th or 3rd because they both look like a 3 or an 8, so may have been something like that. I think I have, no, I don't know what I have. Anyways, I then went back and I tried to re-record the guitar or the vocals, particularly. I tried to redo the vocals, and then another viewer was into doing music mixing and stuff, and he offered to remix the song and take the vocals and everything, and he really did an amazing job. However, he used autotune to try to fix the notes that I couldn't quite hit. Because there's one part in the little theme song that went really high, and I couldn't quite hit it because it's a really screamy part. And I kind of like screaming, even though I can't do it very well. And we remixed the song, and it sounded really sparkly. It sounded much better. Like it was punchier and stronger and more. It was just better. And I sent it to Light and Magic. I said, what do you think of this? And he goes, no, I like the original. And if you listened to the original, which you probably can't anywhere, I still have it. I have both versions, but I'm not allowed to ever play the produced auto-tuned version because the viewer had, like I said earlier, people eventually find some reason to absolutely hate me. And he was one of those people, and he decided to completely hate me and refused me any rights to play it or perform it or anywhere. His mix with all of those tweaks. So I can only tell you that very subtle use of auto-tuning can fix a subtly off bad note. So the less you use, the better. And you can use it very tactically to just kind of fix things a little bit. However, and I have to say this with respect to how I recorded the songs, I was trying to record everything in one take. So if it was a guitar part, the acoustic part, I would try to do the whole song in one take, recorded. Next instrument, same thing, over and over and over. And the vocal parts, screaming, which I played the guitar part here just a second ago, I could not sing the song all the way through. I couldn't even do more than a verse at a time because it was just too hard for me. And I don't know why. Maybe I'm not very good. Well, I'm not a very well-trained singer. I'm kind of a hack in that regard, but I like what it sounds like. So anyways, would auto-tuning have helped? It might have been artificial, but can't do it. Couldn't do it. Even as it was, the scream in screaming, if I want to admit everything, which I tend to do, I recorded one perfect take of the whole scream, but at the very beginning it was wonky. So I had to stitch in the not wonky take of the first part, and then I had to find a blend point where I could just cross over into the other part. So the actual final take is a little bit of CGI, right? I just had to stitch together 2 takes to make one good take. I'm an evil witch. I'm so sorry. But it sounds really great. Do you want to hear the scream? Should I try to build hype for this? Although it would sound out of... You know what? I don't want to. I think if you listen to screaming, you will be surprised when the scream happens because you won't expect it. But it's called screaming for a reason, and it's there. Okay. Thank you, Dargith. I will be around... I don't know how much I'm going to do this for another half an hour. I've been on for an hour and a half so far. And I figured I would do it for about 2 hours. Everybody that is going to come to the stream is already here. I'm nobody. I'm nobody. So the only people that are here are my friends. And I appreciate you guys for being here. I really am. I'm not typing because I'm actually curious about the story. Oh, well. There it is. Well, now you know all about the story. Happily, to end that story about light and magic, he would end all of his streams for quite a while. I just showed up. Can you play a song? Absolutely. I don't play covers anymore. I used to play some covers. There's probably songs that I could still play, but I don't really feel them as strongly anymore. I take it too seriously. I take everything too seriously. It's a problem, and I don't know how to fix it. So if I play somebody else's song with their words, I kind of take it seriously. What do I want to play for you? I could try to play another one of my new songs. You just want to hear me sing? Okay. So this is the last song on the album. It's called Lost. The other 2 songs, one is an instrumental and the other one's called Restless, which is pretty much my favorite. I don't know, they're all my favorite. But I can't, Restless is just such a cool song. It's got the coolest guitar riff. And it just goes, I'm so excited. Oh, yeah, and I didn't paste this in. I got to paste it in again for you, Matthew. This is the news. This is what I'm doing, but I'm going to stop talking. Okay. I'm going to try to play Lost. It has a high part that I don't know if I can sing. You need some reverb on the guitar? Do I really? Do you think? Hey, yeah. You know what? I respect that request. 100%, but I'm not going to. Do it. I'm gonna play extra boring and dry, just because I made such a big fuss about auto-tune that I'm just gonna portray myself in absolute bland glory. So there is a high part in this song that I don't think I can hit. So I'm just gonna try. Okay, is that okay? Lifeless, barren fate. Sorry about that. Okay. Is there something I can't say? Something risky or cliche to make you say, crawling on my belly like a reptile. Gloom, gloom, lost in this room, no escape. Doom, doom, sorrow looms, crush me till I break. Tune soon, off in the moon, unafraid. Tune bloom, memories of sweet perfume slowly fade. Tune, radio crackles through. Final stone has played. Okay. Maybe when you make, go for my low in the part. So imagine it like that, but played really well. Um, yeah, that's probably the single. If there was any song on the album that's like really, 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 really strong, it's you got the vibe? Yay! It's really cool. I don't know. I love it. I love it like crazy bones. But that's, of course, to be expected. Now, that was also what I would also call a poor. I don't know. I didn't think I would have a very good performance. So, you have to take what you get. It's live after all. What do you want? We'll go back to a normal tuned guitar. There was a break, and in that break was the most spectacular drum. Where's the song? Is this actually hooked up? Oh, it isn't. Everything is off. Jeez, I completely messed my audio setup. One moment, please, while I click all my buttons here. Yeah. What a noodle head. I think audio device 4. So there's where I was doing this whole boom down. That whole part. Can you play the song again from 16 measures before the end? Well, so there's a big guitar solo in it. Can you hear this? So that is how Lost properly sounds and is played, and that's your little sneak peek. Ooh, you're so lucky. Oh, Tower, are you going to head off? Okay, well, thank you so much for being here. I super duper appreciate it. It's so nice to have you pop in. And I look forward to hearing your tales of adventure as you go into your studies. The drum solo could be better. I don't know. It's very, I mean, you only heard the very end. I think it's pretty awesome. I think it suits it. And, but at the same time, everybody hears different things. When I recorded it and sent it to my drummer, I just played and stopped and left the 8 bars of blank and then started again. So I had no expectation and I made no rules about what should go there. I just said, there's your spot, fill it. And I like it. I'm delighted about it. I feel like it's got a good vibe. And it, as I've listened to it a bunch of times, now that's all I hear. So I understand how, a fresh listen to a brand new thing, you're going to be like trying to map it to things that you know, and and things you've perhaps heard. And if you're a drummer, you're probably going to go, oh, I could have done, and that's awesome. I would love to play this again with I don't know if I want to play with another drummer, but I would love to hear what another drummer might do, but not to override what's been done, because Josh put a lot of effort and work into working with me on the whole album. And so I'm a big fan. I'm not ever going to shoot him in the back for nothing. He's just a miracle. I like it. I like it, yeah. So I want to play another song, I guess, because I'm a little bit more warmed up, and I've lost Tower, and I'm sad. What should I play? He might. I don't know. He didn't redo it, so I have to kind of go with it as delivered. For the whole song, this drumming is super solid, and at the end of the day, and this is one of those things that I've definitely learned. I might choose to write a song, or write a book, or write a program, or whatever. I'm going to do my thing, and I will do it as good as I can possibly do it, with all of the practice and skills and learnings that I've ever accumulated. And it will be as good as I can do it. And I know that someone could probably do it better. Guaranteed. And someone could have written it better, could have arranged it better, could have played everything better. But there's that point, and this is, of course, back to Greeley's comment or about questions about auto-tune. How good should anything really be? Maybe it's not supposed to be good. I have a story. May I tell a story? It's about a friend who sang Torn, but he kind of did more of the original. Oh my God, I can't remember the name of the band. It's right there in my face, and I can see the album cover. Gosh. Anyways, some pop star sang Torn and made a big stink out of it. But the original was written by this California band, and they were awesome, all-girl band, and they play, or maybe they weren't all-girl. Maybe they were. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Beautiful song. And my friend... I was visiting, we were going to go to a jam, and this was a long time ago, but it doesn't matter. I got there in the afternoon, it's a Saturday afternoon, and we're hanging out, and she had her clunky old ratty guitar, and she played Torn on her sofa in this smoky living room, and hung out, and everything about her performance was rough. It was scratchy and rough. She sang in key, but it was rough and scratchy and raw. And in that moment, in that summer day, the way the sound of the world was, I don't think it could have been a more perfect performance. I feel so lucky to have been in the presence of it. And I don't even know if any amount of autotune would have fixed anything to make it radio worthy. It was so raw and human that I kind of yearn for that. That's like, my playing is messy. And it's actually practiced messy. So I make flub notes and miss things, and I've been practicing it to the point where I don't even know. Oh. It almost made me cry. It was so good. It was just, God, it was perfect. It was a perfect performance. It was a masterwork performance. A nice day. It was good. I don't think I have had one of those days yet. I've had a couple close where I was in the mood. I was really feeling it, and but I don't think anybody else heard it. So I have felt like I've played my best at moments. And those are good moments, and I'm grateful for them. You then, of course, are always pursuing a new moment. You don't want to replicate the moment. You want to find a new one, because otherwise it's rehearsed. Now, of course, you could argue, well, that's the whole point of a good rehearsed thing. I don't know. Otherwise, everything is rehearsed. It's all practiced and packaged and produced. And we lose our humanity again, because the machines can do it perfect. What we can do perfectly is imperfection. That would be fun. That would be fun. I've never played bluegrass personally. I get it. Something like that. Just kind of feels like it goes around in circles forever, and 5 hours of toe tapping music. I kind of do my goofy songs, and I don't know. I'm gonna play one of them just to move us along a little bit, if you want. So this the song's called, and everything has a story with me, because I don't know why I take it. Like I said, you gotta love a goofy song. So this goofy song I'm gonna play is, and welcome Joker. Welcome to the middle of the film. This is called Naked to the World, and I wrote this on the dashboard of my truck while I was doing delivery van work, and this was when it was before times. And welcome to Rust. It was on sale a few weeks ago, and I got it, but I've never played it. And I've been watching Rust videos for months. I don't know why. I'm just kind of addicted to it. Here, Joker, and anyone else who's just lurking. I'm Sass. I'm coming out with an album in December 12th, and I've been playing some of the songs already, just kind of higgly-piggly. But you haven't actually played it yet, Matthew. I am totally cognizant that it is the most toxic game ever invented, but and I've been afraid. So I just watched Spoon Kid and Sebi and whatever. I watched I watched them YouTube it and stuff, and I just think about it. Anyway, so this song, Naked to the World, it's written because of Calvin and Hobbes, my most favorite thing of all times. It's there was one of Calvin Hobbes' episodes. They're walking in the forest, and Calvin comes across some trash, and he looks at it and he's like, "Oh my God, people threw trash down. This is so terrible." And Hobbes responds, "Well, it is times like this where I am particularly proud to not belong to the human race." And Calvin says, "Well, I'm with you." And he takes all his clothes off, and the two of them walk off into the forest. And I get it. To me, that's like, yes, all over the place. So this is what it is. They said, take a walk. They said, get out of my face. They said, go fly a kite. And I did. Yeah, into space. naked to the world. Yeah, I hope I don't get arrested. That wouldn't be too cool. So that's a song. And I can feel my voice is crapping out. Too many years of smoking. Don't smoke, kids. Unless, of course, you're, positive things. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. I love seventh chords. Seventh chords are the cat's meow. Yeah, I don't know. So then what happened? Well, what did happen? Oh yeah, he does. Calvin stripped a lot. I don't think there's anything wrong with being a nudist. I think nudism it's good. We live in such an uptight world. Everyone's afraid of everybody. What are you supposed to do? But smile. Tell them that it's not that bad. And maybe 1 out of 1,000,000 believes you, and here you are. Just in case, I don't know if it looks weird. I'm looking at the chat, which is right there. It's like right here. And the camera is there. And so I'm not looking at the camera. Does that look weird? I kind of lost all comprehension of presentation skills because I've just been under my blanket for 3 years. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Nobody watches the stream. They listen to it. However, it is almost 11 o'clock. It's been 2 hours for me. Kind of pumpkin time. And I appreciate you guys for being here. I think what I'm going to do, I might replay for Zed Ultralord's benefit if he's still lurking. I might play Rain again. Rain is a song I wrote a long time ago. I wrote it in the middle of the most torrential downpour rainstorm I've ever seen. And I've seen some big storms. This one was epic. The rain was hitting so hard it was bouncing back up and raining upwards. I know there's windy storms. I'm not talking about hurricanes, which are like throwing cars at you, and so you can literally say it's raining buildings and stuff, but I'm just talking water, okay? It's not a contest. But it's just such a nice song, and I want to play it again just to drive you crazy. Maybe you like it. And then with that, I may call the stream a raving success. I may likely be back tomorrow. And when I do come back tomorrow, probably I won't be playing any of these songs. I will probably just do crazy, echoey, trance kind of stuff because I like to do that too. Just lots of reverb. And so if you like reverb, maybe tomorrow is reverb day. But in the meantime, thank you for being here. Or should I play a different song? I don't know. Zed, are you still here? You're still here. Okay. I'll play Rain. Just for you, my friend. And for everybody else as well now. But I'm doing it for Zed because he's been here the whole time. Can you imagine? Who does that? circle turns and life begins anew. Make me believe all the make-believe is true. And I hold my hands high to the rain. Yeah. Hear the patter of falling water. Feel the cool fall upon my face. Change comes over all the things around me. Seems like life is at a gentler pace. And I hold my hands high to the rain, yeah. And I hold my hands high to the rain, yeah. Yeah. So I sit here in this restful silence, wash water falling out of space. Brings me back into myself now. Puts my heart and soul back into the place. And I hold my hands high to the rain. And I hold my hands high to the hold my hands up. And I hold my hands high to the hold my hands up. And I hold my hands high to the rain. High to the rain. High to the rain. Yeah. 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 So, my wonderful friends, thank you so much for being here. I shall return anon. I'll be back here probably tomorrow, probably around the same time, 9 o'clock, 9 to 11. Those are good hours. Wish me luck. May I still have a job tomorrow. I may have lost my job today, so I'm trying to be really, really upbeat about things. And I hope I still have a job. So we'll see what happens. But it didn't go well today. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, have a wonderful time ahead of you. Be good. Drive safe. And, oh my golly, Grayley, we'll chit chat. Thank you, everybody. Mwah. I'll paste this in the chat one more time just to beat you to death with it. And check it out. follow on all of the thingies, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, you guys. Bye. Bye. Good night. See you later. Drive safe.